Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We are here with Sugar Rush because it's Saturday, and every Saturday here we play Sugar Rush. We're going to see if we can spin our way into a much larger than usual bonus. Going off the last couple of videos, we've done some bigger than usual spins. I'm going to try and keep that up for a little bit until we lose too much that I can't afford to do that anymore. But for the time being, we're going to see if we can spin our way into a 20,000 coin bonus here. We are using the free gold coins you get for signing up over at stake.us, and there is, as always, a description down below with a link for you to follow if you'd like to sign up and get your own account should you live in the US, because as we know at this point, you cannot use real money in the US according to the gaming license that Stake has. So in case it comes up, because it does from time to time, there is no actual money played on this game on my channel. I'm not allowed to. And honestly, if I was playing with real money, right now I'd be making $200 spins, and I'd be having a small heart attack every time it happens, because that's ridiculous. And I don't think I could mentally handle the sort of stress that would come along with that. So let's be glad that's not happening. What is happening, however, is we're not spinning into a bonus at this rate. So we'll go ahead and buy our way into a bonus. If you're not sure how Sugar Rush works, congratulations for finding the channel. It's probably your first time here, because this is by far the most popular game across most channels. However, if you are new, there is a bunch of symbols on the screen there that you see. 5 or more make a connection. They continue to tumble down until no more connections are made. These multipliers in the background will pop up as you make continuous connections in the same square. Again, it'll make sense as we go on here. So now all of these squares are primed for another connection. So now you'll see ×2 pop up in the background. Those can get up to 128x multipliers in each individual spot. Of course, the goal is to have as many 128x multipliers next to each other, and then drop in a big load of gumballs on top of it, because that's the top symbol. And I was going to mention you could re-trigger for extra spins, but it just happened right now. So those 3 scatters will give us an additional 10 spins, which, the way things are tumbling right now, looks pretty good. We got a lot of multipliers open across the board, so now instead of having 10 spins for the bonus, we're going to have a total of 20, unless it re-triggers again, which absolutely can happen. Now, I don't know how other channels do these things, and if you are here, there should be no new news to you, but I like to think the bonus spins come after the original 10, because that's how bonus things work. They come after the original. So we'll see how the first regular spins would have worked out, and then we'll be very glad for how much we win on the extra bonuses. We do have a 32x multiplier right now sitting on the screen over on the left side there. And this is the last of the original bonus. So we would have been okay. We would have finished up at a 1300, so it would have been about half back, but now we get 10 more spins. And that 64x multiplier is now a 128x multiplier with a 16 next to it. So that is the part of the screen that I am absolutely zeroed in on. That's where I want all the things to land, because that's going to give us big wins and big hits. As everything tumbles in around it, however, it'll fill in all of the bonuses around it. So if we get that one big grouping of a high tier symbol like a star or or the gumballs or the jelly beans, it'll come out with a nice huge win. Now we just have to get lucky and have it land there. We've got 3 spins left, and so far it doesn't look like it's happening. That will tumble down with the purple bears, way more than expected. Yeah, this is going to be our final spin. Could not make use of that 128x multiplier, but 4,600 coins is definitely a profit for us. So first bonus buy into the video. Already we're getting bonus wins, which is much better than yesterday's video with Starlight Princess, who just did not want to give us a thing at all. So let's go back into it for another 4,000 coins. I hope you're all having a great day. And it's Sugar Rush Day, so it can't be a bad day. This is always a good day for me. It's always a good day for everybody. Plus, it's Saturday. Most people have the day off. If you do, congratulations. I don't. I recorded this ahead of time, and I'm still working today. But I'm glad to be able to get this done ahead of time for you, so you can enjoy your Saturday with a little bit of Sugar Rush. And I was glad to be able to play it, because I got to have a little bit of fun before I had to go back. All right, we get a pretty good amount of tumbles here. Again, we're sort of focusing on the left side of the screen here. Unfortunately, we're down to 3 spins, so we're going to need some really good tumbles to come through. As my theory has proven in the past, if you get 10 free spins in a game on here and you get more than 2 dead spins, generally you're not going to get much payout from the whole game. This is where Sugar Rush comes in with the scatters and the retriggers, and you get the extra spins, because they are one of the few that gives you more than just 5 spins. They give you a whole nother 10, which can really make the difference, as we have seen in the past with some of the good wins that we've had on the channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, after this video is over and you've watched all the way through to the end, go ahead and take a look back through my other videos, and you'll see other Sugar Rush videos with some really, really big wins in them. In fact, I think one of my title is Biggest Win Ever, because Sugar Rush has definitely been my biggest one that I've ever put on screen. I think I might have just passed that biggest win ever, however, with something I didn't record, but I will be showing you as a clip at the end of a future video, so don't worry, I'm not leaving you out of it. It just wasn't something I recorded because it's not a game I normally play. But it was Wanted Dead or a Wild, if anyone's curious. So far we've been teased now 2 spins in a row with 2 scatters, but won't give us the third for another retrigger. It's not a terribly uncommon thing to see on this game, but we are at least getting some good tumbles. We're opening up some multipliers. Always nice when you get 2 or 3 tumbles per spin. Would be nice if they were all in the same spot to help out building those multipliers. That'll drop a heart down, which is nice. That was a lot of stars that connected up there on that 16x total. That was a nice spin for 1,100 coins. This was a 4,000 coin bonus if you didn't catch that when I bought into it. So it's a little bit higher than the last one. It does drop. That was like half the screen just disappeared on that one spin. That was fantastic. 2 spins left to go. 2 32x multipliers next to each other that are now 2 64x multipliers sitting next to each other, as they just got upped on that one. So that's what we're looking for. That spot right there didn't give us anything. Last spin was a dead spin. 3,600 coins is not enough to get us back to where we started, but it's enough to give me enough confidence to get up to the 5,000 coin buy-in. As we tend to do with this game, we just go up, 1,000 coins every time we get to the next level. And you can, of course, have more than 3 scatters to get into the game, and they do give you more spins. It's not really common, so I'm not expecting it to happen during here. But if it does, we'll be pleasantly surprised, much like I'm pleasantly surprised with all the tumbles that are coming in right now. I didn't even see the golden bears coming in. And now we're oddly over on the right side of the screen with all of our connections. It never seems to be everywhere. It always seems to pick a side of the screen. And I don't know if that's just a Sugar Rush thing or if it's just something I notice. Maybe I'm making too much out of it. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of other people play. I've got a couple of people I enjoy watching, so I never watched enough to see if that's a thing, but you tell me if you watch enough Sugar Rush. Does it tend to go one side or the other? But I've never really sat and cataloged this kind of thing. Again, I don't have the time to do that kind of research and put together databases of, what comes up when, but I sure wish I had that kind of time and I would do that kind of thing. Last spin wasn't a dead spin, but it also wasn't enough to get us a profit. We're going to move up to a 6,000 coin level because that at least leaves us enough for the 10,000 coin at the end of the video here. 3 scatters at the end. Lots of room to put in extra scatters. It didn't put any extra scatters for us. Now, I am sort of at a loss as far as, what you guys want to see. I haven't had anybody comment in a while. Let me know what they want to request. So, if there's something you want to see, leave it in the comments down below. And I will do my best to get to any request that you make, assuming I have access to the game. As I said before, I don't have access to all of them because some of them are on the pay side only. But I get most of them, and I can almost always work something out with you to find a game that you do like that I have access to. Unfortunately, I have not been able to talk about anything happening on the screen the last few spins because nothing's happening at all. We've had 1 connection. We've got 2 spins left. Are we dropping some gumballs? Nope, can't even get a gumball connection. Last spin. Hey, at least we got a connection on that one. I don't think it's going to do much else. Unless it wants to drop in a couple of scatters. That's not going to happen. 1,600 coins, is that what I'm looking at? 1,400 coins, my mistake. Even less than I thought. Let's go ahead and do our traditional 10,000 coin all-in. Not traditionally an all-in, but traditionally 10,000 coins. Fingers crossed that this is the one that comes through. We did at least have a profit buy on this one, which is much better than yesterday's video, where Starlight Princess just invited us in, opened up our wallet, took all of our coins, and then kicked us out of the house. I wasn't going to say anything about the scatters. I was hoping if I was quiet, maybe it would show up. It's worth a try. Now, we are getting connections sort of everywhere here, which is nice. There we go. There's our scatter retrigger that I was absolutely not expecting. So another 10 spins coming up at the end of the video here. Hopefully we get another scatter. It can happen. You can definitely get multiple retriggers in a bonus buy. I've seen it happen before, and I'd like to see it happen again. You know, just in case anyone over there is listening while I'm playing this and they're actively deciding whether or not I should win or lose, which I know isn't a thing, but I like to pretend sometimes. I have an active imagination. I don't think anything else is dropping in. Oh, nope, my mistake. Purples came out of nowhere. All right, looks like these extra spins are going to give us a chance to maybe actually hit something. We do have a 32x on the screen, and we are opening up multipliers all over the place. This is the last of the original bonus, which would have got us 3,000 coins out of 10,000 spent. So I'm glad we got the retrigger. That's dropping in stars for sure, and that's a lot of them. All right, most of the screen is now open with multipliers above the mid-level. I'd really like to see that 32 turn into a 64 to 128 real fast. But now we get a cluster of 32x multipliers in the middle of the screen. This could get very interesting if we get the right symbols to drop in. That looks like 4 32x's next to each other. Is that correct? Sure is. We can just drop a bunch of hearts right there and we'll call it a day. 4 spins left to go. We're at 7,000 coins. Need a little bit more. And it's just dead spinning out. Game's throwing. Come on, last spin. Do something. There we go. Last spin came through with some gunballs for 4,600. Wasn't a huge hit, but it was enough to give us into a profit to finish the video, which is how I like to do so. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in tomorrow's.